Coach Kate Cunningham said one of the messages he was communicating to the guys was, let's not get outworked today. How pleased are you with the effort that you saw today to get the early lead, come back at halftime, and then reassert yourself?
That's the only chance you stand against the Rockets. They are elite at the extra effort plays, and if you don't exceed their effort, you won't give yourself a chance. So I was extremely pleased with the guys, the way that they went out, competed, matched their effort, and did a great job of converting that energy from the loose balls, the defense, the charges, converting that to offense. And for us to hold them to 39 points in the second half, that's elite defensively. So again, hats off to our guys. They did a heck of a job tonight.
How significant is it to 82-game seasons are long, and you go on road trips all the time, but to get that first one against the number 2 team in the West to kind of set a tone for the trip?
Yeah, I think it's, oddly enough, our guys kind of thrive on the road. Whatever those environments bring to them, I think it just highlights how connected this group is. And they like to play in adverse environments. They like to be put in a situation where, it's Detroit versus everybody. And when it seems to be that way, we seem to be at our best.
Can you talk about the defensive performance you guys did on Elkman and Şengün? Of course, when you talk about Rockets, all the attention goes to Jalen, but it seemed like with Elkman, it seemed like you guys really honed in on it.
Yeah, again, give our big guys credit. JD and Stu, had those assignments one-on-one. And I thought they did a really good job of understanding his tendencies. They played physical defensively and didn't allow him to get to his spots. And then they contested all his shots and did a great job contesting without fouling him, not sending him to the free throw line. So, again, hats off to Stu, hats off to JD. They took an individual challenge and did a great job.
And speaking of JD, can you just talk about how he kind of set the tone for you guys early, especially in that first quarter?
Yeah, he is that, and that's what we ask him to be. How he goes, especially to start the game, typically is how this team goes. So, we put a ton of pressure on him to bring that juice, to bring that energy, and help this team, get off to great starts. Because typically when we get off to good starts, it bleeds through the rest of the game. So, again, he was amazing tonight. Effort was great. Executing coverages was great. Force on offense and defense, he was big time for us.
Really, probably 36 minutes, 40 minutes tonight, the Pistons controlled. There was that one stretch in the second where I think Houston scored 16 unanswered. Just outside of Cade, obviously, really stepped up in the third period. What enabled that bounce back to come out of the gate in the second period?
It was our defense. Again, I think it was similar. I lean on that first unit a ton, and I put a ton of responsibility on them, and they know what their job is, and their job is to come out and get us off to a great start. And I thought tonight, both first quarter and third quarter, they did that as a unit. So, credit to those guys for knowing what was at stake, the job they had to do, and then going out and getting it done.
Coach, it seems like you have no problem kind of getting on Cade, and just like you would any other player on the team. But how do you kind of find a balance on a night like tonight where he has more turnovers and assists, where you hold him accountable but also allow him the creativity to still do what he does?
He wants to be coached. And anybody in this business who wants to reach their potential, wants to be coached. And that makes my job easier. He has no problem with me having hard conversations with him, so we can hold him to a standard. And, most of the time he knows. He knows the plays that he's making, and he owns up to it, holds himself accountable and to a high standard. But, again, 10 turnovers obviously is a lot. But he facilitates the game. And, we've got the ultimate trust in him that when it matters most, he'll make the right play.
Forgive me for asking this probably for a time this season, but what else more can you say about Marcus Sasser? It seems like he's always giving you guys that extra push that you need. And in the fourth quarter, they cut the lead down to 5, and then he went on basically like a 5-6 run himself.
He's fearless. And it's an amazing trait to have for a guy like that can get it going and get started no matter the circumstances, right? There's been games where we haven't played him until the fourth quarter. And somehow, some way, he finds a way, to kickstart us, to make an energy play, to make a bucket. So, again, we've got complete belief in him. We know his skill set. It's a microwave-esque skill set. We love it when he's aggressive. His teammates trust him, and he has the ability to get it done. Appreciate y'all.
Okay. Pretty much in any sport, when you talk to athletes, they say we got to take care of home court or home field and then manage on the road. But you guys, as Coach said, you guys thrive on the road. That's your 12th road win. What is it that makes you guys so tough on the road?
For us, we like that grit and grind for some reason, man. We like when the fans are talking mess to us. We like, the odds against us. So we got to do better at home. Coach told us that like 2 weeks ago. He said we've been great on the road. Let's take care of home, and I think we've been better at home. But we just got to continue to get these wins on the road.
What does a win for this, beginning a 5-city, 10, 11-day road trip? What does beating the number 2 team in the West? How does that set a tone for how this could go?
Just that we know that we can be great. We're a great team. It doesn't matter who we're playing. Tonight, it was an early game. We could have used so many excuses. We're going to Birmingham tonight. It's a lot going on. So we didn't use any excuses tonight. We came out and played. Cade brought us in with like 16 minutes to go before the game started in our warm-ups and was like, listen, if we lose tonight, we're going to lose because, we play hard and we just missed shots. We're gonna freaking win and we're going to play hard and we're not going to get our work tonight. And that set the tone, and ever since then, we were ready to go tonight.
Compared to the beginning of the year, just obviously being one of the best on this team, does this still feel like a young team to you? Now that the team's been winning and figuring things out, does it still have that young team vibe, or do you feel like guys have grown up a lot?
Definitely. We're still a young team. There's a lot of things that we need to learn just from me being in this league for a long time. But at the same time, we have grown tremendously from where we started. People's confidence is growing. Ron, hit that 3 in the corner. We want him to shoot. We want AT to shoot. Everybody's got the confidence. And I think our chemistry is unmatched from any team in this league. I think we got the best chemistry, and that's why we're moving the way we're moving.
Hey, what can you share about Marcus Sass and his ability to give y'all that extra push that y'all need? There was a moment here tonight where I think they had cut the lead down to like 4, and then he went on like a 5-0 run himself.
Yep. Marcus Sass, he's a hooper, man. No matter if his name is a call, he's always ready. And for him to come in his hometown and do that, we know in the first half, that always happens. When you go to your hometown, you get a little jittery. You want to be the best you can be. But he settled in and came in and made great plays for us.
Malik, on that moment where Cade brought you all together, is that something that you guys do often? And then what does that kind of just say about the camaraderie?
Yeah, we've done it a few times this year. We coming off 2 losses, I think, in a row. So we're not going down 3 in a row. And, they beat us at home, so it was a statement game for us as well, for our camaraderie and our team, our spirit. And now we get to go on the road and start the road trip start off right.
Got one for you, Bees.
Yep.
Last day of voting.
Yep. You already know what time it is.
People need to do it.
People need to go vote for Cade Cunningham right now. Please, for me and yourself and your family, go tell them to vote for Cade. Let's go.